Before I go to bed, I want to talk about Brian Flores. I know, I know he filed a lawsuit because it says that let's see, that says that he got fired and he was filing a lawsuit against I think against the NFL. And I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Okay, so but let's see. I'm just reading. Okay, so this story is like mid-February. Let's see. So February the 1st was the Super Bowl, the most watched U.S. broadcast approach. Brian Flores filed a class action lawsuit against the NFL and the league's 32-10 alleged discrimination in the hiring process. Of lawsuit, former head coach of the Miami Dolphins expressly named the New York Giants, the Dolphins, and the Denver Broncos. The exposure of NFL racism hiring practices started with the congratulatory text from Belichick touch according to screenshot including the lawsuit. Did you hear something I didn't hear? Ms. Flores responded. Despite finishing last season with 8 straight wins, the first time since 2003, Mrs. Flores, who was a black son of a Hungarian immigrant, was fired as head coach of the Miami Dolphins in January, stating started interviewing with other teams. He had an interview scheduled for the head coach position with the New York Giants that he thought he had shot. Mr. Belichick told him he heard Mr. Floyd was a guy and hoped it works out for you. Works out if he wanted to. Only Mr. Floyd wasn't their guy. Ryan DeBall, who served as assistant coach for the Patriots, was a guy. Mr. DeBall is white and never served as the NFL coach. He was previously the offensive coordinator for the Buffalo Bills. Despite the text exchange for Mr. Belichick, Ms. Flores proceeded to sit through the dinner with Joe Schoen, the Giants' newly hired general manager. The next day, 27, he said to us, "A stitch job. We already know if Brian DeBall was selected for the head coach position." But that wasn't Ms. Flores' first sham interview. The lawsuit stated in 2019 he was scheduled to interview with the Denver Broncos. However, the team's general manager, president, and others arrived to the interview an hour later looking completely disheveled, appearing they had been drinking heavily the night before. It was clear from the substance of the interview Ms. Flores was interviewed only because of the Rooney Rule, and that the Broncos never had intention of considering him as a legitimate candidate for the job. The lawsuit reads, shortly after Vic Fangio, a white man, was hired to be head coach of the Broncos. Ms. Flores expressed some of his feelings during the interview with CBS Morning. "I'm gifted to coach. I love coaching. I want to coach. This is bigger than coaching. This is much bigger than coaching," he said. Okay. Another black former NFL coach, Hugh Jackson, also came forward stating that during his tenure with the Cleveland Browns, the ownership and executives intended to lose games during his tenure, making him the fall guy for the team. Poor record. "No, I was never offered money like Brian Flores had mentioned," Mr. Jackson explained in an interview with CNN. "I think this is a totally different situation, but has some similarities with," he said. Ms. Flores and his attorney, Doug Wigger, and John E. left to with John E. Left Credits. That's a weird name. I think we are going. I think we are at a fork in the road. We are either going to keep it the way it is, or going another direction and actually make some real change in where we are actually change the hearts and minds of those who make decisions to hire head coach, executives, etc. Reading all this. The Rooney Rule and fixing the game. The NFL adopted the Rooney Rule 2003. It originally required every team with head coach vacancy to interview at least one or more diverse candidates before making a new hire. It has since expanded to require at least two interviews with non-white candidates and now include general manager jobs, equally front office positions. With Mr. Flores firing, there was only one black coach left in the NFL at 32. Mike Tomlin of Pittsburgh Steelers. There has been only 15 head coaches since the Rooney Rule went into effect 19 years ago, and 23 head black coaches in total of 1989 to the present. Meanwhile, the majority of NFL players are 50% black, 25% white, according to the Institute for Diversity and Ethics in Sports 2021 Racial and Gender Report Card for the NFL. Dr. Keita Armstrong, Professor of Sport Management, Director for Center of Race and Ethnicity in Sport at the University of Michigan, described the Rooney Rule as sham, a facade, window dressing, and performance. She told the final call it was been seen from the NFL is hypocrisy. When the interests converge on when the NFL celebrate blackness, but they can't celebrate and recognize blackness in the role it can play in the leadership and the ownership, she said. I don't feel like reading all this. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to see how much I have to read. Because this is a Muslim paper that I got, on the way to work in February. But it does have stuff in here. Okay. So let's just keep reading. Okay. Gary Sales, a retired professor at Indiana University, continues to teach a course in sports and social justice, told the final call, the Rooney Rule doesn't have teeth, he's 5. It is nothing more than a marble beginning. Though his research disclosed that black male coaches have greater winning percentages than the white counterparts, especially on the college landscape. Black coaches just don't have a membership card to the old boy network to the club. Dr. Greg Carr, chairman of Africana Studies Department at Howard University, said to the final call if the courts allow Ms. Flores' case to proceed and gets in the discovery phase where witnesses come in there, where witnesses come in, the NFL will be in trouble. Hopefully something will be done about this because you dispose on the oath coach Bill Belichick, who sent those texts, and of course the first question Flores' lawyer is going to ask Coach Belichick, who are you talking to? Who told you that the white boy got the job? Dr. Carr said, at the point all hell breaks loose because you now uncover what Flores and everybody else is saying alone. He explained that usually employers from the education court refuse to equate percentage with behavior and require out of individual demonstrations and show evidence. I just have another page to read that he or she wasn't familiar against. With Ms. Flores' suit, it's not just statistics, he said, commenting on the screenshots of the exchange. Dr. Carr believes Brian Flores won't settle. He decided he wouldn't sacrifice his individual job security, his individual potential to work in the field that he has spent most of his life on. Presby said. The NFL released a statement following the lawsuit saying that their clubs are deeply committed to ensure equality employment practices and continue to make progress in providing equitable opportunities throughout our organization. Diversity is core to everything we do, and there are a few issues on which our clubs and our Internal leadership teams spend more time. We will defend against those claims which are without merit. The Giants released a statement saying they hired the people who they felt was most qualified. Whatever. Mr. Flores' lawsuit also alleged that the Miami Dolphins owner Steve Ross told him in 2019 he would pay $1,000 for every loss to have the first pick in the draft for the next season. The lawsuit stated Mr. Ross also began to pressure Mr. Flores to violate league tampering rules by recruiting a prominent quarterback. The Dolphins released a statement saying that they did not any allegation of racial discrimination, that the implications we acted in a matter inconsistent with the integrity of the game is incorrect. They always gonna try to cover it up, but Gary Sale said the allegations can't be proven without a record or email, but there's always conversation about intentionally throwing games to get a high draft pick. Without hard evidence, Brian is going to look like the bad guy here because the league can't just deny. We we call that gaslight. The league just can't gaslight as much as they want, whether it's true or not. According to ESPN, Mr. Jackson said the Browns had a 4-year plan that incentivized losses on the first 2 years. Bonus money was available in certain measurement were met, so the aggregated record being the youngest team and having so many draft picks. He said that plan led to one that's 31 record during the 2016 and 2017, which gave Cleveland the number one overall draft pick in back-to-back years. The Sport Network reported Mr. Jackson said he told Brown owner Jimmy Howson that what the team was doing would hurt every black coach that will follow the report at ESPN. Mr. Jackson, now head coach at Grambling State University, a historic black college, HBCU, also stated that evidence supports claim the Cleveland Browns refute the allegations. Meanwhile, the former and current player have expressed support for Mr. Flores facing black coaches on social media and sporting talk shows. Okay. But yeah, this other part I don't have to talk about is okay. Yeah, wait. Oh my God, what? Do I have to talk about this? They're trying to talk about Colin Kaepernick. For many, Brian Flores' lawsuit is minor what former San Francisco 49 quarterback Colin Kaepernick faces after taking a knee during the National Anthem protest to draw attention to police brutality in 2016. You saw how they handled Colin Kaepernick's situation for a man that protested against police brutality. You saw how owners handled him, and he even had to sue all the other NFL owners for denying him a job. Said the Nation Islam student, Minister Darrell Mohammed of Macon, Georgia, who has coached football. He said Mr. Kaepernick actually stayed peeled back the onion so you can see the raw, naked hatred, good old boy racism that was not only exhibited by the owners but also by fans and some of the white players. In the lawsuit, Mr. Flores described the NFL as racially segregated and managed like a plantation. Got the car while driving in Nashville, Tennessee, listening to a white conservative talk about when he heard one of the guys say in the NFL, the players are slaves. They said, well, because the fans who go to NFL games are largely white because of the price of tickets, they cost so much money. They have rich white people get in the stands, and on the field you got players, and they make money. They make a lot of money, and they should get compensated because they're athletes, they're professional. They should compensated. However, the owners own them. Dr. Carver counted. That wasn't me. That wasn't a final call. That wasn't BET or Black News Network or Roland Martin continued call. This is a white man taking over another white man in the South conservative AM radio talk shows who said the players are slave on plantation in the NFL. Beverly Aiken Muhammad, rifle of Nation of Islam, former student, Fruit Islam Captain Tim Muhammad, Atlanta, Georgia. She been watching the football since 13. All the time said there were no black coaches, no black quarterbacks, but the players of the defense team and special teams were white. When you look at Flores, you have to say it's about time we had a lawsuit like this because he's not done found a lawsuit becoming a coach. He filed a lawsuit becoming fired, and then of course that came for him, which no one ever heard about. Throughout her life, Mrs. Akim Muhammad has called a few games. As a parent, she helped coach an offensive line and special team at her son's high school in Washington, D.C. She recounted some of the history of black coaches in the NFL, one being Dennis Green, who coached the Minnesota Vikings for 11 seasons and had 8 playoff appearances. He had one bad season because they traded all the football players. They fired him, she said. Dr. Akim Muhammad said Miss Flores, who had 4 Super Bowl rings on his belt, turned around the Miami Dolphins, one of the worst teams that everybody had given up on, has every right to sue the NFL. Houston Texans former head coach David Coley was originally fired after one season as coaching what Minimal Dare Moment described a trash team. But several sport media outlets respond that the Texans had Josh Cohen, who is white with no head coach experience in any level, as finalist for head coach vacancy. At final call, press time, several news outlets reported that the Texans was set to name Lovie Smith, who is black, as next as head coach. Mrs. Smith had 2 previous head coaching jobs with the Chicago Bears, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and was the current defense coordinator with the Texans. But there is already some now question if Smith, like Curly, is really transit transitional coach and possibly being set up to fail. The Dolphins named Mike McDaniel, the San Francisco 49 offense coordinator, who reportedly identifies a multiracial to replace the Flores. Critical point: if it does not solve the ingrained deep-rooted racism that permeates the hold on, is that permeates? No, permits the NFL. That's a weird name. You have white coaches that have largely failed everywhere else, but they keep getting a second chance and a third chance. And there's a part of the lawsuit that black coaches don't get the opportunity, even if they might be more qualified, said Mr. Darrell Muhammad. Okay. As part of the lawsuit, Brian Flores is calling for several things to happen: increase the influence of black individuals in hiring and termination decision for general managers, head coach, and the offensive and defensive coordinator position, increase the number of black offensive and defensive coordinators, incentivize the hiring and retention of black general managers, head coaches, and offensive and defense coordinators through monetary, draft, and other compensation such as additional salary cap space, and compete transparency with respect to pay for all general manager, head coaches, and offensive and defense coordinators. But there's only 2 non-white NFL owners: Shahid Khan, Pakistani, who owns the Jackson Jaguars, and Kim Pangula, Asian, who owns the Buffalo Bills. Both of them are Asian. Oh my God. Okay. Gary Sales advised black people who want to own an NFL team to look at the model used by Michael Jordan, who owns the majority of NBA Charlotte Hornets, and Matt Johnson, part owner of LA Dodgers in Major League Baseball. To see a change, Dr. Armstrong advocates for training conscious bias and hold teams accountable for representation. Chubb said, prepare for leadership through the establishment and development of pipelines that will nurture at home black talent. Several of those interviewed the final call for effective change. Black players have to unite and take a stand and stop playing games, and black fans need to boycott the NFL. NFL Minister Darrell Mohammed said blacks need to create their own football league. Echoes words from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the eternal leader of the nation Islam. Black people pulling the resources. They probably should start their own NFL team and basketball team. You got black athletes, those the ones who are making money for them. Then you have all those rappers, all those entertainers. We look at Jay Z, and when you look at and when you look a lot of hold on. We look at Jay Z, Oprah Winfrey. You look at a lot of those who are billionaires. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad said we can pull our own resources. The United States own league. He said he commended Brian Flores for being willing to risk his coaching career to make better for those coming behind him. That's a noble thing. He already knows the price that has to be paid. He's willing to sacrifice himself. That's what any other great leader would do. Jesus on down to Minister Farrakhan to make things better for us to come behind him. He said, so if there's a great change that will come, he will always be talked about and always be remembered. Well, hopefully he will get what he deserves because they shouldn't be discriminated against Flores. Even though he's black, but um, I guess he's a black person descended from Honduras, but still, he's still black. Oh, damn. Give me 1 second. I may have to get back on the bed. Give me 1 second. Let me set the tone down for a minute. Use this arm because the other arm is sore. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I got home early, so I just went ahead. I need to do this video. Oh, let me turn the camera around. Okay. Yeah, I came home early, so I was just doing stuff. So let me start with the regular news because I paid $1 for that paper, so that's the main story out of there. But I do need to read that paper though, so let me trying to figure out what it is. Okay, I think I'm in order. I mean, I talked about the Ukraine thing, so I'm not gonna talk about that at all. But I mean, if they treat Africans bad in Ukraine, I don't want to, support them. But I know the U.S. is gonna get into war. But I don't think unless the draft goes up to 45, I don't have to worry about it. But if it gets real bad, it will go to 45. But okay, I'm just trying to figure out what to talk about because I talked about the Ukraine. That's on every front page. Yeah, they still talk about this lady to be the judge. So she, let's see. Oh yeah, but Biden did his State of the Union address. They're not. They're just saying that he go through it, so it'll probably be the next paper. I mean, I think if they do this war, then the COVID thing is not gonna be talked about. I mean, it's gonna still be out there, but it's not gonna be as relevant. Let's see. They not really talk about nothing. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Dr. Oz is running for an office in Pennsylvania. Let's see. He's supposed. Okay, he's gonna be running for the U.S. Senate, I believe, in Pennsylvania, and I know. Excuse me. I know he's gonna be a Republican. I do know that, but I don't think he's gonna win. If he do win, he wins. But he's gonna be running for a seat in Pennsylvania. But I can't talk about the sanctions. Let's see. Yeah, I know they putting like bank sanctions on Russia. Yeah, so the Ukrainian government in Western Europe, I guess, probably U.S. too, they want to have Russia institutions be barred from SWIFT. The secure government payment system seriously damaging Russia's ability to trade internationally. So that what they're trying to do. So yeah, they're trying to do that to get them to stop attacking the Ukraine. But all Russia's gonna do is trade with like China, probably, because China is communist like Russia. I don't know about Japan, because I don't think Japan has an emperor. So hopefully Japan don't help them. Okay. They didn't really talk about nothing in that paper. I mean, the news is gonna be in like the regular days. They talk about the old days. they're talking about name changes because the Hard Rock Hotel that was originally on Harmon and Paradise it became a version, but MGM is going to sell the Mirage to the Hard Rock, no Hotel Casino, but the but I'm trying to say, but the MGM will keep the Mirage name, yeah. Yeah, but a lot of hotels rebrand because Bally's on Flamingo and La Bay Boulevard used to be the MGM Grand, and the Park MGM used to be Monte Carlo, and the Hooters Casino is now the Oyo, but they kept the Hooters Casino, the Hooters restaurant inside of that hotel and casino. So a lot of places they just rebrand their name, and Harris about Caesars, but they had Harris Valleys, the lake and all them. They rebranded as Caesars, even though they bought Caesars and took their name. So Caesars is really owned by Harris, but they just took the Caesars name because the Caesars name was like I guess a popular name. Okay, yeah, that talk about the Oyo. So the Oyo opened up as the Howard Johnson, and then it changed to the Paradise, the 20th Century, and the Treasury. And then 1985, it became the Pacifica, and then the Polynesian. Since then, it's been known as Hotel San Remo, Hooters, and now the Oyo. Yeah, like I said, the Parque Gym opened up as a Monte Carlo. The Casino Royale was Noble Hill. The Downtown Grand used to be Lady Luck. I heard that. Ellis Island used to be the I'm sorry. Yeah, Ellis Island used to be the Village Pub. The Silverton, the Silverton was called the Boomtown. I know South Point used to be called South Place, and the Silver Sevens down from the Flamingo and no Bally's down from Bally's used to be the Terribles Casino. And the Strat used to be called Stratosphere. And they said the Fiesta Henderson used to be was called the Reserve. It used to be called the Reserve. Then the Delano at Manila Bay used to be called a hotel. And the power station used to be called Bingo Palace. So the holiday, Yeah, the Holiday International opened in 1978, which is what Main Street Station is. It reopened later as a Park Hotel. It also was called the Winchester Station and the Church Street Station. And then it became the Main Street Station, but it's not affiliated with Station Casino. It's owned by Sam Boyd. And then the SLS used to be called Sahara before they rebuilt it, and then the SLS got the rights to the Sahara, and they changed it back to the Sahara. And the Flamingo was called the Fabulous Flamingo. They've had the Fabulous Flamingo and the Flamingo Hilton before they converted to the Flamingo at 2000. Let's see. And the Tally-Ho, what's the name? The King's Crown Tally-Ho, which became the Aladdin. And then the Aladdin got rebuilt, and then it emerged as Planet Hollywood. And then the Holiday Casino, the Holiday Casino became Harris in 1992, and he got rid of the steamboats. But it was actually a Holiday Inn that they just build onto it, I guess. And then Bill's Gambling Hall became Barbie Coast, and then it became the Cromwell. And then the Sundance Hotel, which had names to Silver Palace, Carousel, Gamblers Hall of Fame, Sassy Salads, and Finding Mermaids, before it got destroyed to become Circa, and the Fitzgeralds became the D Hotel. Okay, and the Westgate, it was a Las Vegas Hilton, but they have, Hilton in Las Vegas anyway. It became the international hotel where Elvis played. And then it became the Hilton again. It became the Hilton again, and then it became the Westgate. And then the Fontainebleau, the Fontainebleau was also called the Drew and the J.W. Marriott before coming back to the Fontainebleau. But I think the Drew would have been a good name because I know somebody named Drew. He probably would kill for saying it. So. And then the Tropicana possibly may become Bally's. And Bally's, where it's at now, may become something else. So that's it for that. don't know. Hold on. Yeah, they keep talking about the war in Russia. I don't really want to talk about that stuff. Um, Steve Sisolak and Mrs. Sisolak, they wanted to eat. I guess he took a picture with this man. I guess the same man was like messing with him to take the picture. I don't know. So I don't understand how you can take a picture with a man and then you like mess with him. So I don't get that. I mean you can't mess with a government official because that puts you in jail. So he probably needs to have a security person with him. Because I know when Bill Clinton was governor, I don't think he did, but when he was president, I think he started to have somebody with him because people are crazy these days. They're crazy and they'll do anything if they'll do anything to you if their life ain't running right. But but the state is the Nevada state police are investigating the incident. So the guy is probably the couple guys that is going to be called to go to jail. They're so stupid. Why would you mess with somebody, mess with a government official? I mean, I know he's not the president, but he's the president for the state, the governor. So I don't understand, that they want to mess with people and then wonder why they go to jail. Yeah, they talk about this Brandon Torchland guy who killed his girlfriend's son, but they never mention the boy's mother. They don't talk about the boy's mother at all. They don't know who the mother is. They show everybody but the mother. I don't get it. Oh yeah, Stephen Campbell talked about this on his channel. There's gonna be a restaurant with a hotel. I mean, a lot of restaurants have like little kitchens. A lot of hotels have like little restaurants in them anyway. It's gonna be a boutique motel. It's open already. It's a restaurant with a hotel. It's called the English Hotel, named after the celebrity chef Todd English. Cause I know Stephen Campbell not leaving Las Vegas did an interview with the guy on his live, but it's that they're gonna have like signature towels in the bathroom and probably other signature stuff. But it's gonna be on Main Street and Coolidge Avenue. But it's open already. It's a 74-room non-gaming boutique hotel at the corner of Main Street and Coolidge Avenue in downtown. But that's nice. They're gonna have like a expensive like hotel. You know, but it's a lot of people that they need a place to stay in Las Vegas. So that's good for that. I don't really know what to talk about. I'm already going to bed though. Okay, he did the State of the Union address. He claimed he's gonna make Putin pay for promote Ukrainian attack. Okay. Okay, so Biden. Okay, so what is he trying to do? Okay, so he's trying to put, let's see. So he's trying to push for Ketanji Brown Jackson to become the Supreme Judge. He's trying to push for that. He's trying to He's trying to send proposals to Congress to create more jobs through the manufacture of cars and semiconductor home, lessen the dependence of foreign, made products. Yeah, he needs to work on affordable housing, work on lowering the gas prices, and he needs to work on a minimum wage. And he needs to do what he said he was going to do when he got elected. That's what he needs to do. That's what he needs to do. If not, he's going to lose. It's so stupid. So the guy that threatened Sisolak made a statement and he don't want to apologize. So stupid. I mean, you can't be threatening officials. I don't know why white people think they have a pass on stuff. It's so stupid. I mean, if you want to vote for him, don't vote for him, but don't harass him. He's a person. He's human like you. Don't harass people. If you don't like him, don't vote for him in the election. But you probably gonna be in jail. They said something about Kanye West's divorce. They talk about Breonna Taylor. So I'm trying to get Okay, so let me just keep this over here. Cause I think the cop got off. So let me get this over here. I'm still looking. I just have the camera everywhere where it needs to be. How about this? It just all I'm saying is that the culture cases are going down. Let's see. They say the Russian war is going to worsen inflation. It's going to hit the U.S. economy, so stuff is going to still go up like gas. Ridiculous. The Condor, I guess Airlines from Frankfurt is making its way back to the U.S. So that's a good thing. It's based out of, I guess, Germany, Frankfurt, Germany. So it's back over here to fly. So I guess you will do international flights you can to Frankfurt, I guess, or wherever it flies to. Record gas prices, I know, so ridiculous. New York has a black mayor. Yeah, the national news is not very exciting. Not really nothing to talk about. February 6.78 jobs were added in February, I guess, in the country. But it's not really nothing to talk about. Stuff I want to talk about, we'll talk about next time. But anyway, I did go. Like, share, subscribe, go notification, comment below. You see something, say something before you speak out. You want to touch your head, sit in some position, wear a mask, come back for a couple sleeves, again, that's Jones. Let John drive along more, baby. Thanks for listening, and have a good day. Peace.